So just 2 days ago, on Sunday the 18th of November, we had games 4, 5 and 6, so week 2 of Season 6 of the AGL, Agile Gaming League, PUBG Squads League. This is the time, this is the place that we find out where our squads lie, what position they are currently in the league, and see if there were any standout performances for any of the guys on the battlefield just 2 days ago. Before we have a examination, have a look at how things went, I believe it would probably be a good idea if we just remind ourselves how things lie both in the league table and who had those highlight performances in games 1, 2 and 3 just over a week ago. I think what we all recall is the top of the league, and the top of the league currently being held by Agile Team Beard, led by Zero AG. Second place on Your Head Son, the OYHS, so it should be said that they again had a good week this given week. Delta Gaming coming in third. Team Beard again, so that first, followed up by that PUBG Goats house construction that we'll actually have a look at in a second, followed by Ineffable Gaming. Ineffable Gaming winning game 3 with AG just missing out on that treble, coming in third. Just behind those were the Lobby Squad. That left things in a bit of a scenario here. Let's remind ourselves how things currently stand before this week's 3 games. In 5th place, we have our Season 5 reigning champions, Team Proficient, led by Bentley. In 4th place is currently the Lobby Squad, who, as you will see, will be embellishing our good selves with a new logo this week. In 3rd place, coming into the competition for the first time, much like Lobby Squad, are the On Your Head Son boys, who, yeah, another good performance this week. That left Ineffable Gaming, led by PUBGesus, with Hibby, Swank, Reaper and Eric's, I should say, in 2nd place after a very consistent performance, both in terms of kill count and positioning. But as things stood before games 4, 5 and 6, it was Agile Team Beard, led by Zero, with his troop of cores, otherwise known as Dogbone, who has now gone back to his name Dogbone, Clivey and Hax, who after a first, second, 825 position points and 48 kills in total over games 1, 2 and 3, come up with a grand total of 1,305 points, and so come into this week with a little bit of a league. Let's not stop there though. I think what we can start to do is bring out a performance of the week, and after an unbelievable clutch in game 2 against the PUBG Goats was our very own Dogbone, or as it says just here, cause. So let's have a little look on how that went down from his perspective.
RenderForest.com.
So there you have it. Causal, otherwise known as Dogbone from Agile, bringing home that clutch, taking those PUBG Goats outside their newly constructed home and taking them down one by one. Definitely a top performance in week 1. Talking about individual performances though, before we go and have a look and remind ourselves who won or came first, second and third in games 4, 5 and 6 on Sunday, there was someone who should take special note. Sucked some Gunsmoke, took his team to 2 second places, but other than that, I think one thing we want to reflect upon, it's not always down to that end battle. Sometimes it's about taking down who you've got in front of you, being patient, going into ninja mode, and then getting yourself and your team, your squad, to the end of the game. Let's have a look at a couple of the clips from game 2.
RenderForest.com.
So there we have it. Showing patience, watching his man go down, and he took some of that life back up into his own, and taken down 3 members of Agile Gaming. A little bit awkward for me at this point in time, but hey, listen, I have to stand back, appreciate when there's good times. I'm sure Agile will get their own back in good time. So leaving that to one side, let's have a look at who took that top, second and third place in games 4, 5 and 6 this week. So if we look at game 4, of course, Erringale here, you've got On Your Head Son taking home their first win of the season. We'll have a little look in a second. In second place was Agile Gaming, led by Puzo and crew this week. But yep, needing the points and getting a few in game 4. In third place is Team Proficient, led by Bentley, our reigning champions. Again, much like Agile in the second place, much needed points after games 1, 2 and 3, but a much better performance as they commenced week 2 games. Out of the blue, of course, you can never put down PUBG, Jesus and Ineffable Gaming, who took that win in second place, much from the man, from the Gunsmoke crew. There with Sucks kind of helping out his team with Cognac and Set. And in third place there we have Team Beard bringing up a third place after their first, second last week. Again, really making sure they bring some points onto board. But there you have it. With 2 first places, I think there's no doubt in saying that Team Squad of the Week are the boys from On Your Head Son OYHS. So massive congratulations to you boys. A fine performance in all ways. We'll have a look in a second how those battles came down. Again, much like game 2, game 3 is exactly the same in second place with some ninja skills from Sucks, bringing home a second place and getting Gunsmoke some much needed points. There we have it in third place in game 6 of Team Sing, with Jonesy taking a backward step, coming and helping me with a little bit of commentary and getting me set up. Red Eye taking that captain's role and sort of leading Team Thing to their best finish of the season so far, a third place in Team 6. So well done to you guys. So before we go and have a look how the league table currently sits, I think this is a worthwhile time just to maybe go and have a look at those final battles between these teams in games 4, 5 and 6. He'll be fuming that he's let that happen. On Your Head Son, is he going to try and thirst him out then? It seems so. I don't think he's got the line of sight. Puzo should be able to come through. Team 11 has been eliminated. That's Team Proficient, last year's champions. So you've got Puzo and his crew. You've got Puzo and Buzz against On Your Head Son down on the bottom. Oh my goodness, is that a thing? What was that? That was a beautiful shot by you, Mad Bro, against Buzz. Surely that they're going to make it. It looks like it's Puzo on his own. He's going to have to make that flank maneuver on the right-hand side against Madbro. He's going to have to make a move, though, because it looks like Buzz, Buzz is going to be thirsted out. Puzo's on his own. He has to run through them. He can't let them come together collectively. He can't. He's going to struggle to even get past this one, and Puzo's gone down. That puts Agile into second place. On your head, son, coming out with a very impressive 300 points for the win. However, Ineffable Gaming look to their left. I think they're going to have Agile just where they want them. They have got that rock. And from that, it looks like, not only have they got the height, but they got the circle. But it looks, so from a strategic point of view, it looks like advantage Jesus Ineffable Gaming at this point in time. But lots of grenades going on. We've got Zero, we've got Hacks and Dogbone on that left-hand side. And look, for a man-mountain of a player, you've got just Sucks from Gunsmoke, just taking his time, bringing Gunsmoke's best position for the from their league so far. He should be bringing in a third place at the very least. His hope, of course, is that Ineffable and Agile come against each other. Let's see if we can get a little bit closer to some of the action. They all know where each other are. Hacks has just come through, much like what Cause had, what Dogbone had last week. He had those little vibes and bumps in. Dogbone's coming through though. Dogbone, you can't just sit there. You've got Hibby, and I think it's Jesus up there. No, it's oh, what a shot by Dogbone! They've got on attack. Hacks is going to find in trouble. Hacks is in trouble. Dogbone's got to move. Zero's finding himself in trouble. He has to get around that corner at the same time. Sucks comes through. Ever the poacher. Dogbone's got to take out Hibby relatively quickly. Zero will be getting it down. Hacks is down. Zero's got his own first aid on. Hibby's bringing up Crazy. Dogbone needs to get around that corner so quickly to stop this revive going down. And he's got him up. It's just in time. Oh, a split second and it would have been Dogbone taking down the two, but it's not. It's not. Zero's gone down as well. Team 2's been eliminated. Agile come third. Giving this Gunsmoke from Sucks. It would have been Gunsmoke versus Ineffable Gaming. The Ineffable Gaming comes with him, but he's going to have to move in about 10 seconds. He's going to have to bring those two skills out. Oh, and he's taken one. This is his chance to move. I think all he's got to do is go after him, and is he going to be able to? Can Sucks bring down a crazy win? This will be a clutch win for Sucks. He's got all the quality you need. You man, bro, is going to be feeling the pressure. Cheeked in is just there. He's no need to thirst him, surely. He's just going to be wanting the win. Oh my goodness, and Sucks has the alternative to thirst him out, jump on a box, and come on through. So here we are. Here we go. 2 against 1. 1 against 1. Sucks has taken one, and he's got into that circle. That should really never have been allowed. But what a move from Sucks. We know how good he is. It's going to be close. It's going to be close. You Mad Bro is feeling it. I think they're both in circle. They've both got a nice vehicle to defend. This is going to just come down to pure one-on-one close quarter action and skill set. What a standoff between these two people. Sucks is ready to go. You Mad Bro is ready to hit it. They know where each other are. Having a sneaky maneuver. Hit firing from Sucks. What do we got there? Nice. There's not a lot. I don't really need to say too much, do I? They're just holding off. Look at that circle. He's having a look. Is he having a little look? I think he's getting tetchy. What's he getting out here? He is. He's going for a little snipe. Wow. Oh! Oh, that was close. Goodness me. He's just lost half of his health. Now, has he got a first aid to put on? Is that not the opportunity? Is that not the opportunity for Bro to make his move? Is Sucks putting some health on? I'm not sure. I'm not sure if he's got any health. He's just bandaging. But Mad Bro's just sitting down. He's having a lie down. He needs a coffee. He's getting tired. His old knees are hurting. Mad Bro just sitting there. Again, look at this for a crazy standoff. Crazy standoff. But it looks to me like Mad Bro has just got the on the circle. The question is how much of that vehicle is in play for Sucks? I'm not sure. Here we go. Twitch is giving it a go. Oh, this is so close. Mad Bro is in. They know it. Oh, they're in the middle. Oh, Mad Bro is taking down Sucks. Wow, he ran into the middle. Mad Bro moved at the perfect time, the perfect scenario, and there you are. Well done to On Your Head, son. So there we have it, the end battles of games 4, 5 and 6, and of course points mean prizes, and one way or another it certainly means that your reputation is building. And let's have a look at the league tables down from the points, the position points and the kill points that everybody brought forth, added to games 1, 2 and 3 from 4, 5 and 6. Let's see how things look. But before we do so, I guess we should note that for a variety of different reasons, Most Valuable Players, the Lost Boys who have been with us a long time, and Team Mafia were unable to field a team, and so didn't get any points this week. So their points remain as it stands. Please let me just say at this given time that when you do register a team for the AGL Squads League, it does run for 3 weeks, and it is a bit difficult for me when teams aren't able to field it when they said they have. So let's please keep such to an absolute minimum. Okay, so in 14th place we have the Vigilant Assassins, who, whilst they did okay last week, were kind of very much alongside the same this week with an 8th and 2 14ths. They got, another 3 kills, but they did run as a 3. So some really good competition, actually. They found themselves in some difficult battles. Real good guys, especially Fallen Nick. Well, in fact, you're all good guys. I've seen the VA... Pickle and Deadfall online quite a lot, doing their stream thing. They could do with a few follows and a few likes, so please pop down and go and say hello. They've both got some pretty good streams going on. In 13th place is my boy Frame and Mango, alongside Alchemist and Rage, or Rage and Reaper, alongside Wolf as well. But things continue not to quite go to plan, but their chins are up and they're ready to go in week 3. Started off, well, very similar to last week with a 14th, but bringing it back with a solid performance in 7th and 8th, being pushed by that blue circle on a number of occasions, getting another 8 kills, but currently on 575 points, so not far behind the Pub Goats, who are getting a reputation for choosing their battles. But let's celebrate, guys. Let's celebrate, because the boys here got their first kill in the AGL in Game 6. Again, really nice guys. They've been able to laugh about some of the battles that they've been in. But with a 4th, a 10th and a 13th, bringing it up to 600. Their first kill points. So just them 10 points on those kill points on 610, but are currently just down the table, a few positions, coming in at 12th place. In 11th place is good old Team Sting with a 3rd in Game 6, bringing in a nice little hefty points and 5 kills between them over games 4, 5 and 6. With Jonesy stepping back, Red Eye taking the captaincy with Cal Express. Scobble from SVG, actually. I'm sure there's some things coming together for next season in that regard. And Asian making the first appearance of the season, coming through with a nice little set of points, just keeping it real with an 11th place finish. The Moody Crew, let me tell you, the Moody Crew had some good games, actually. 11th, not too bad in Game 4, but that 8th and 4 were often down to the number of times they were able to resus each other. They were down and up, chasing and fighting and running away, all sorts of things going on. On the commentary, we had some good battles and some good kills from Twinkle. And Moody Ollie bringing it home on a couple of occasions, making sure he got some position points for the boys. Moody Crew, one of our original groups, squads, clans, whatever you want to call us, having won the championship previously, a real good set of guys and some very, very good individual and group performances this week. Delta Gaming had a bit of a hard time with it, landing alongside some very, very good squads, but actually came out this week with a 7th, 4th and 9th, so bringing home more points than they did last week, 365. Unfortunately, just the 1 kill, so keeping them real, 705 points at this given time. And in 8th, we have Gunsmoke, even though Suckster was able to get 2 second places in games 5 and 6, bringing home those 510 points. Cognac, Gazer, and Rocky, who was playing this week as well, bringing home a nice actual amount with 670. 12 kills this given week, but a lot of respect to you guys for that. Those 2 second places currently in 8th place. The Riot Boys, who are so used to winning game after game after game after game. Well, they continued their form from that run of 6th places. 666 there, boys. Take it as an omen if you like in games, in games 2, 3 and 4, but then to 12th places in games 5 and 6 with a few kills as well. So currently on 835 points, just 5 points above Gunsmoke as well. So Riot will certainly, I have spoken to them, be wanted to bring in some new kids. One of these guys has just had a baby as well, so congrats, my man. Really good stuff, and I believe it's Smokes. Is it Smokes? I think it's Smokes. It's just got his Mixer partnership, so congrats to you, my man. In 6th place is the Agile Squad. Agile Squad, Puzo, Monster, Goober, Tropics and Buzz playing this week, with Fat Man being away. Buzz played for AG in previous seasons gone by, winning a championship on his way. But a really good start this week with that second place. Unfortunately, with Hacks going down against the On Your Head Son boys. Puzo attempting in his camouflage to bring it all home, but was unable on a 4 versus 1 situation. A 6th place in game 5, and then really going downhill a little bit with an 11th. Did bring home 21 kills though, so 14, 5 and 2. So plenty of points there and still an awful lot to play for. These guys can pretty much take on anyone, but I would say that because I'm part of them leading Agile. But these guys will certainly bring it next week, no doubt in my mind. So on 980. So as you can see there, not many points up to that 5th place and so on, because with 830 points, 995 points are team proficient. Our reigning champions from season 5 had a really good start this week actually with a 3rd and a 5th place, but will be disappointed with that 10th place. But let's be honest, they did get sideswiped a little bit and found themselves in quite a difficult position. So 405, bringing home 7 kills. So currently on 995 points, looking strong in 5th place, but no doubt will be wanting to rise up the leaderboard as we move into next week. So here we have the lobby squad. The lobby squad, not so much a surprise, but a little bit of the unknown, like we have in 3rd place on the OYHS boys. Lobby squad here, as you can see, with their new logo. Very suave boys, very nice indeed. Now these guys are looking to build their squad, their clan for next season, really taking it seriously, which is good to see. Really nice boys with Spiddy, Tam, Swifty, the spicy banana, who's going to attempt to do some commentary in a second, but let's not talk about that right now, and he who watches as well. So how did they do? They got 2 5th places and a 13th, so not too bad. They would have liked a little bit better, but again, some good performances. You say that, but reality is this. I mean, the lobby is full of great teams, so each kill is a valuable one, and each place is one that's going to bring more points onto the league table. The more points you get, the more points you take away from the opposition. A good kill count though guys, look, 7, 3 and 17, so 17 in that one game, very impressive, but they were unable to get onto that bridge. Some really tricky circles there with the river running through the middle on Sandhawk, but there we are. 1255 points, so a good 250. What is that? 300 points in front of team proficient at this given moment in time, and actually 205 points behind our team of the week. On your head, son, Bonehead, you mad bro, Leroy, Chickdin and Ginger. Doing very well this week with 2 first places, 2 chicken dinners, and a 9th place sandwiched in the middle. In terms of kill points, not too bad, 11. I'm sure they would have liked a few more, and it's actually that stopped them moving into 2nd or making even more. Closing down the gap on 1st place. So really, really good performance about you guys. I've spoken about enough about you guys already this week, so let's move on to find out that Ineffable Gaming stay in 2nd place. Let's just remind ourselves how many points. Not too many now. So On Your Head Son have closed the points quite significantly on Ineffable Gaming, even though they got that win in game 2, that 9th and 6th in games 4 and 6, just dropping them down a little bit. And alongside On Your Head Son, they also got them 11 kills. Again, though, some really, really nice movement this week by these boys. PUBG's Hibby, Swank, and Eric's Crazy, really bringing it home. But unfortunately, not quite coming up to last week's performance. But again, another top guys. They'll certainly be looking at closing or trying to bring a strategy that's going to enable them to close these points down. 400 points, in fact, against Agile Team Bid, led by Zero, who after not a particularly happy week with a 10th, a 3rd and a 7th, down to the fact that they did so well last week and bringing home 25 kills with 7, 12 and 6 respectively in games 4, 5 and 6. They have a grand total, or I should say a running total, of 1930. But they will be wary. Zero Cause Dogbone, I should say, Clivey and Hacks, they won't be taking anything without looking behind their shoulder at PUBG and his crew, Ineffable Gaming, but they will want to improve this given week. There was an interesting battle, actually, I should say, between Agile versus Agile. Hopefully that won't happen too often, 2 top squads, but normally when 2 squads from the AGL go against each other, one very good squad is going to find themselves going down. So there we have it. There's our league leaders. Ineffable Gaming in second place. Agile Team Beard keeping in first place. Still a nice gap, but they will have to play well in week 3 over games 7, 8 and 9 if they're going to finally, or 0 is finally, after I failed on 3 occasions, bring in second place, bring in Agile Team Beard the AGL Squads Championship. So there's your league table, guys. I hope you enjoyed the show. If you've got any questions, please come and say hello. Make sure you get your teams, both your duos for a couple of weeks' time and your squads registered for Season 7. I hope you see all the work we put in and that we are different to most, or not, if not all, of the other leagues available. Come and say hey, let's grab some games. Have a great rest of the week. I will see you on Sunday, and I expect to see all of you on Sunday. Dependability, remember, is key as much as having a competitive squad and being able to keep your chins up when things aren't going too well. So well done to everybody. I hope you enjoyed the vid. Stay safe, stay well, and I will see you all this given Sunday.